Hey everybody, welcome once again to News of the Square.
News of the Square.
News of the Square. Yes, indeed. And of course, here we are once again with my partners in crime, Mike and Jeff.
Yay.
Hello.
Okay. All right, let's get to where you live right now with all that's new that is news. Mr. Mike, you want to start
Crazy
this one?
news.
Crazy.
Damn, that crazy news, and not all of it is virus related, so we're happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Such as this one. This one's from KTLA, a story from Scott.
Scott.
So a 5-year-old was pulled over on I-15, said he was driving to California to buy a Lamborghini, according to Utah Highway Patrol.
Okay.
Upset that his mother wouldn't buy him a Lamborghini, a 5-year-old Utah boy got caught behind the wheel of his parents' SUV and tried to make the long drive to California to purchase one himself, according to officials.
Wow.
But he didn't make it that far. After leaving Ogden, Utah, which is north of Salt Lake City, the child's ambitious journey came to an abrupt end about 2 miles from home when his erratic driving caught a trooper's attention on southbound 15 freeway shortly before noon, according to the Utah Highway Patrol. So after witnessing the driver swerving through lanes on the interstate in Weber County, Trooper Rick Morgan initiated the traffic stop. Trooper Rick Morgan. Rick Morgan.
So wait, he's 5
Utah
years
State
old?
Trooper.
Wait,
He was
Mike,
pulling.
He's 5?
He was. I thought he was pulling someone over, experiencing a medical emergency, or perhaps an impaired driver. The SUV's speed was a little above 30 miles an hour at the time. He said, "I hit my siren and the car did immediately pull over to the left. So I approached the vehicle as I was expecting to find somebody who needed an ambulance or paramedics," Morgan recalled during a news conference, and it was pretty clear when the window came down that it was a very young, very underage driver.
Oh my, wow. Oh, wow.
How does a 5-year-old get the... Forget how do they get the keys.
Yeah.
He's in an SUV, right?
Yeah, the boy was sitting on the edge of the driver's seat so he could reach the pedals, according to
Okay,
Morgan.
that answered my question.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, how does he reach the pedals? There's no way.
He had to help the child put the vehicle into park and shut it off. Now, the boy was distraught and near tears. He explained how he'd quarreled with his mother because she refused to purchase a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So, with cash in tow, he decided to drive to his sister's residence in California and then go himself to buy the treasured luxury car. So the Highway Patrol did not say where exactly the sister lived, but noted the boy was going in the right direction. Southbound 15 leads to the San Bernardino County and winds down to San Diego. However, even if he had gotten into his intended destination, the child would have faced a major hurdle at any dealership. Lack of funds to purchase a car, which normally retails for 6 figures. Trooper said the boy had $3 in his wallet.
There we go.
Looks a little bit short of the purchase amount, according to the agency. His parents were called to the scene where they took custody of their son as well as the car. I don't think they frisked any charges, so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just buy him a Matchbox and be done with it, and then we wouldn't have
Yeah, you can get
problems.
3 Lamborghinis for $3. I think Hot Wheels are still $1 each.
Yeah,
They
get
are.
get like the big wheel that looks like a Lamborghini or something.
Yeah, I think there's like $200-300 of to get a Power Wheels.
There was a Power Wheel, but it was for Transformers.
There was like a big wheel that had like the arms would. Yeah, it was kind of lame. Like the arms would come out, and like the front of the big wheel would flip up, and you'd see a robot's face. And
did it make the noise?
No, it did not. It had no electronics in it.
No. That's lame.
Yeah. Next, speaking of lame.
So wait. Three. He went for 3. I'm still trying to figure out.
He made it 2 miles down the road with $3 in his pocket.
How did they miss that? How do you miss that? How do you not hear, because you gotta figure suburban, okay? So you figure they had a garage, right? So how do you not hear the garage? How do you not hear the car start? How do you how do you not be like, where's my child? All these things come to mind.
Well, we don't know how long he was missing, but obviously he only made it 2 miles down the road.
I mean, he only made
only 2 miles.
So the thing is, you leave a 5-year-old alone for 5 minutes, and guess what? He's 2 miles down the road with your SUV.
Mm-hmm.
That's the. I mean, why would you even leave your keys somewhere? Why would you leave the keys anyway? All right, fine. Let's move on.
Yes.
To the latest trend in hairstyles. Once everybody's ready, and people can do this if they've got problems where they, with all the hair that's going on. This might be the way to go, which is the unicorn armpit hair is the latest crazy trend that's actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
really? Is it?
Well, most women and some men prefer to keep their body hair shaved and smooth. Others are happy to let the hair on their legs and underarms and bikini areas grow free. For those who wear their body hair loud and proud, some are getting creative and donning unicorn armpit hair.
Wow.
And
I want to be enchanting.
And to be honest, it's a look is the comment here. There's pictures on the Squares page of
yeah, there's a link to bold.com. It's BOLDE.com.
Yeah, and the other part is there's pictures from Instagram of like, okay, I didn't need to see the guy with his armpits open with.
Yeah.
No.
Men and women are doing this.
Yes, I was.
Where they're taking their armpit hair and they're dyeing it rainbow colors.
Yeah, and admittedly, this isn't something everyone is going to be able to get on board with. No shit, Sherlock. For those of us who do have hair and desire to give it a splash of color and fun, it just seems like a lot of fun. It seems kind of creepy to me, but that's okay.
They're shaving the armpit hair to make kind of like a cone shape. To make it kind of look like a unicorn horn.
Yeah. And admittedly, it isn't a new trend. It's been around for a couple years. Recently picked up popularity likely because everyone's stuck at home and we're bored to death and looking for something to do. Anything to pass the time.
Let's try and get this trending.
Yeah, why don't we dye? Someone's drinking too much or stoned. Why don't we dye our armpit hair and make it look like a unicorn?
And if you don't, once you get tired of the armpit hair, you can go south of the border.
I'm waiting for that. Think about this. Imagine if you're like you were like at a bar and you pick up some girl.
And it's summertime, so she's wearing a tank top,
right,
sleeveless.
Summertime. We're talking about south of the border, like Ivan's talking about. You pull it down, you're like, holy crap, what is that?
And she's got her arm. She's dancing on the dance floor, and she's got her arms up over her head, and you see a rainbow.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm like, okay.
I freak out.
Oh my goodness, that's hysterical. I mean,
all I know is I will say this.
What?
If her bush was rainbow colored, all I could sit there and do is the entire time is be follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road. Follow.
Well, we know what's at the end of the rainbow, so
yeah, we know because we know what's at the end of the rainbow.
You ain't talking about no Lucky Charms either.
Yeah, no, but it will be magically delicious, possibly. I don't know.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. Actually, with unicorn hair and crazy trend like that, there's a part of me where it's like, oh, what are you doing, fucking a leprechaun? I don't know. Speaking of
hey, I mean, whatever's
going from armpit hair to manicures. Ivan was talking about on Squares of the Roundtable podcast about pedicures.
Yeah, Ivan's can't wait to get a pedicure.
Yeah, I can't wait to get a pedicure.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to lie. I'm down with the pedicure.
But this particular story is about a manicurist in South Carolina, Ivan. And that she was extremely calm while she was being eaten by an alligator.
What?
Manicurist in South Carolina has been killed by an alligator she insisted on trying to touch. Cynthia Covert, 58, was visiting a woman's home in Kahlua Island, last Friday. Well, I guess this is from when it is from. This is from May 6th. Visiting her friend to do her nails when she spotted the reptile near the pond. Witnesses told the Charleston County Sheriffs that the woman was not acting like her normal self and was more talkative and more relaxed than usual. Makes me wonder what she was on. Investigators asked if her behavior may have been drug-induced or alcohol-related. She replied, Covert came to the residence with a glass of wine, but that was the only thing she saw. After spying the alligator, she went down to have a closer look, despite the woman and her husband warning her against it. That should be your first clue.
I shouldn't do that if I were you.
The couple even told her that the alligator had grabbed a deer from the exact same spot just days earlier.
Whoa.
But she replied, I don't look like a deer. Oh, this
won't.
This woman belongs in Mensa. Before proceeding to try to touch the alligator. That's when the predator clamped its jaws on her leg and began to drag her into the water. The pair ran to grab a shovel to try to fend off the animal, while one threw a rope to try to pull her back to the bank. The victim, meanwhile, did not scream. Impressive. Covert was about waist deep in water, and she stated in a very calm voice, I guess I won't have to do this again. She tried to pull her.
Wow. How would you like to make those to be their last words?
The alligator took her underwater as she released the rope. The body was discovered later intact with several wounds to the leg.
Jesus.
The coroner determined the cause of death was drowning, which is how alligators commonly kill their prey. The gator was later tracked down and killed by authorities. There's a part of me where...
Play stupid games, win stupid
Seriously.
prizes.
I mean, honestly, this woman is dumber than the people who put their unicorn... She probably had unicorn hair. That's probably what got him to notice. It's like, oh, look at that armpit. Holy crap.
She was probably on her way to get a Lamborghini after this event.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, that's horrible, but it's also kind of like, yeah, that was pretty fucking dumb.
Beyond pretty fucking dumb.
All right, you want to read the next story? Or you want me to?
Either way.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll tackle this one from a grocery store in St. Louis has changed their salad bar to a booze bar.
About time.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
A grocery store in St. Louis called Deerberg's has
never heard of it.
Nope, don't know that chain.
Don't know that one either.
They've apparently put mini booze bottles in their salad bar area for quarantined people in place and use instead of their salad bar. Since they weren't using the space for greens, they thought they would make it easier for grab-and-go customers to get some liquor as they were shopping.
Nice.
The selection is even laid out like a real salad bar, with different types of booze separated in different containers. And yeah, it's not chilled, but it's still kind of like almost like the high school cafeteria, where it's like you got the tray and just work your way down the aisle and.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures to see like what they did or don't have, like on the what's available. Like I don't like that looks like some White Claw or there. It looks like there might be some Mike's Hard Lemonade. I can't tell what some of the stuff is down at the other end.
I see just some whiskey and vodkas. You know, they're typical little miniature liquor bottles that you'd get like at the airport or something.
Look, I'm all for it. You know. And although, why would you buy the little ones? Because they're more expensive, you know. They're more expensive than the big ones, so I don't know why I would do that. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. To me, I kind of laugh about that. It's like it sounds cool, and yet sounds kind of. I mean, you get to go back for seconds or thirds? No, probably not, right?
Do you get a bowl to fill it up with, like it's say a salad?
Do you weigh the alcohol? There we go.
Yeah, it's by the pound.
Yeah, is it by the pound? Not by the pound.
Yeah.
Now that might be worth it, depending on what you're running the weight at. You know, it's funny, Mike. Every time I turn around, we always seem to have some other crazy freaking animal story. Because you found this one.
Yep, this one's from the Daily Mail out of the UK.
Yeah, this one's amusing. So, bank is robbed by a monkey. Staff discovers ATM ripped out from the wall. But the CCTV shows Indian premises were targeted by curious animal. Okay.
Think they might have trained it? Or you think this might be just like a random event, like a crazy monkeys running around?
Maybe the Planet of the Apes are coming closer and closer. Maybe it's Caesar. Caesar's like created this. Well, anyway.
I did not want this war.
Oh no, I'm on Earth. They made a monkey out of me. I don't know.
You maniacs, you blew it up.
So let's see. Police in India's capital rushed to the scene of a suspected bank robbery near the country's presidential palace. Well, I discovered it was a bit of a monkey business. Oh boy. Officers in New Delhi were called to the State Bank of India ATM that is a 10-minute walk from the palace, and after the front machine of the machine was pulled off, suspects are suspecting an attempted robbery. The cops reviewed the footage only to discover the culprit was actually a curious primate. Video shows the monkey believed to be a rhesus macaque. I hope I'm pronouncing
it's a
that
macaw,
right.
I think. Or no, macaws are the birds, right? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a monkey.
Which is native. Monkey. Which is native.
Oh,
to the
we got
city.
Ivan back.
Oh.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry.
That's all right, man.
Hey.
Welcome back.
My phone.
So we're talking about the monkey that robbed the bank in India.
Okay.
This is the crazy part.
Monkey that robbed the bank in India.
Yeah, well, according to this, they're native to the city of New Delhi. Think about this. We live in Chicago. We think about things like trash pandas and skunks,
pigeons,
and deer and stuff like
Sometimes
that.
a coyote will come along and grab a little purse dog.
You know, that or a wolf. You know,
but that's like once in a while. Could you imagine if it was like, yeah, monkey? That happens all the time.
Yeah, didn't they have we had a story, this is like a follow-up, I guess, because like when the president visited New Delhi or whatever, they
had like a monkey battle, like a gang
feral
battle
monkey
or
problems,
something.
Yeah,
they got some serious monkey issues.
Too much monkey business.
The monkey climbed up the front of the machine and tugging it at the top. The machine then falls open before the inquisitive animal jumps up and begins to explore the inner workings of the ATM. The monkey can be seen pulling the piece of plastic, sniffing at it, then before bouncing up and down several times on the open lid. After getting bored, it drops it down to the floor and wanders away. It's not clear how the monkey managed to get to the ATM, which is behind a glass door with a handle, or how it escaped afterwards. A source said a banker who arrived at the kiosk found it broken and an arm and raised an alarm, suspecting of the robbery. Get this. There are said to be between 4,000 to 5,000 of these kinds of monkeys living in New Delhi.
That's insane. 5,000. That's a lot of monkeys.
We're not talking about trash pandas either. We're talking about monkeys.
That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of motherfucking monkeys, man.
We talk about deer, but at least deer leave you alone. They're not going to
Yeah, but you got the people. Well, I guess monkey shines. I guess that's where this comes from. I mean, they're all crazy. The monkeys are nuts, man.
Yeah, well, that's funny because, like I said, they've been having it says, as a matter of fact, where they have a reputation of causing chaos. Monkeys are frequently spotted stealing food, snapping power lines, and even been involved in attacks on passersby. Well, we talked about President Trump, and they had the West Side Stories going on that one time.
Monkeys, very bad, not good.
So yeah, crazy. I think I got a way to fix that, though. I think I got a way to fix that. We do that with this. We do this with the chef from Chicago. who apparently is hosting cannabis dinner parties.
Oh, really now?
A chef here, Ivan's all interested now because it's local.
What's the address? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I think this is way out of Ivan's price range. A chef is infusing meals with marijuana to create a dining experience she'll never forget. Well, educate the public about the plant.
I bet you won't remember it either when you're done.
Yeah, because you're probably going, hey, it's a cute alligator. No, probably not. Chef Manuel Mendoza started Herbal Notes, a communal dining experience in Chicago. I would take notes. According to Mendoza, I had to bridge what I love to do, which is cook and feed people and nurture people with something that I really enjoyed, which was cannabis. Mendoza grew up in the Chicago Pilsen neighborhood, and his Mexican and Salvadorian background influences a lot of the food he makes. He had a lot of fucking stoning. But there's cookies and brownies. Let's see. Mendoza's goal is to educate people on cannabis as well as advocate for people of color who are imprisoned for non-violent marijuana-related offenses. There is a website. Do we want to look at the website? Yeah, sure. Why not? This seems like it's time to go off track and check tickets. Why do I need tickets?
Was an ad pop up?
What is it? A mailing list? Holy crap! Does he have a mailing list for this? Communal dining experience, genuine, new, and old. Our mission. Let's see. Manny Mendoza. Do they have a menu? Come on. What about a menu? All right, hold on. Events. Chicago events. Can we get tickets? How much is tickets? Let's see.
That would make for an interesting dialogue.
Okay, so far I'm not getting pricing on tickets. This is not helpful. Let's see, events. Let's see what's happened here. Are we getting anything? Hello? Tickets. Okay, back to tickets again. I don't need tickets. I want to know what the hell we're buying. What are we getting? Okay, they sort of have some pictures. Like, they have some pictures of, like, some vegetables. And that's nice, but these are not infused with anything, I can tell. And then, like, they're plating, and they have these, like, fancy plates. And this looks like a Bloody Mary with some sort of salt or sugar on the rim. I doubt it's that, though. Can we find past... What do we got? Past events. Let's try that. Here we go. Past events. See, the problem is, like, okay, so they have, like, what looks like a little lollipop-looking things, and they have, like, these little mini plates and stuff, and I gotta be honest, this is probably expensive. This looks expensive, and, like, it's gonna be like, where's the beef? I think. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I'm looking. Now, when they don't tell you what the price is. Oh, mimosas. Mimosa.
Maybe it was a one and done thing. Maybe it's long gone.
No, I don't think so. Mimosas would be good with cannabis. Okay. As long as we're in Chicago, we can stick with this. We'll keep this really short and sweet. 2 men. There was a story. I saw this, and this is hysterical. So there's a story from the Sun-Times. 2 men accused of running a suburban prostitute ring caught griping about how the coronavirus is hurting their business, according to the feds.
No tiki, no washi.
The feds hit the Norridge girls as the virus loomed and the world began to change. Federal agents investigating prostitute ring known as the Norridge girls nabbed Marcin Chabrowski at O'Hare Airport on Valentine's Day, back before the coronavirus changed everything. They put him in jail in McHenry Jail, where they say he's been waiting to be shipped back to Poland. While he was there, the feds alleged he called an associate to discuss their prostitution business, including on March 12th. That's when the world began to change in Chicago. So he didn't have good news, according to the court records. He told Chbosky that suddenly they were short of clients. Today there's nothing. It was alleged on one call. But yesterday, I'm telling you that yesterday were 6, 4, and 5 clients, right? Maybe it's just a type of fucking shitty day. Was the weather warm today or no? The guy asked. He's like, no, it's raining, but it's a good day for work if you know. But fuck, man, zero, fuck, no responses.
No fuck.
It just goes on for a while. There's an exchange. There's an exchange translated from Polish. Now appears in a 94-page criminal complaint, unsealed, and it talks about this. So yeah, the part obviously bringing underage girls or anything along those lines is not something we're a part of. I'm just amused by the fact that these guys apparently had no clue that there's a virus going on, and
oh my God, really?
yeah.
Wow.
It's like, what's going on? I don't know. Is it bad weather? I don't know. Weather seems okay. What could possibly be going on? Did you watch the news at all? You dumb idiot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Maybe that guy needs to be fed to the gator. I don't know. Here's one. This is actually something for Ivan, a little bit of a rock thing, sort of. This is from CNN.
Oh boy.
So you how much of a fan are you of Brian May from Queen?
Ryan May's Queen?
Brian May from Queen.
He's cool.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Well, he just revealed he ended up in the hospital after injuring his buttocks during an incident in his garden.
What?
I managed to rip my gluteus maximus to shreds in a moment of overenthusiastic gardening. So suddenly I find myself in the hospital getting scanned to find out exactly how much damage I've damaged myself.
Oh no.
May was usually very active on Instagram. It's not posted anything for several days. He updated his followers to let him know his absence was not due to coronavirus before saying he had been quiet due to many community demands as well as his recent injury. Well, May did not reveal how he had injured himself. He appears to have done significant damage to his buttocks. Turns out I did a thorough job.
Wow.
And I won't be able to walk for a while.
He won't get to ride his bicycle for a while.
Or sleep without a lot of assistance because the pain is relentless. I feel bad for him, but this is funny. Please don't send me any sympathy. How about some drugs? We know a guy. Hey, we know a prostitution ring that could use to send you some guy. I'm the girl who likes to. Yeah, no, we're not going to send him that. I just need some healing silence for a while before saying farewell to his fans and telling them to take care out there. Representative declined to provide further details when contacted by CNN.
Somebody's going to take one look at that and say, man, the guy got his booty busted. What happened there?
There are a few ways to get your booty busted.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe somebody used a trowel or something. I don't know.
Paddle, baby?
You want to go to the next one, Mike, or should I?
Here, I'll take care of this one here. This one, another one from bold.com,
Yep.
BOLDE. Hold on. This is a little bit of a...
These people are very considerate with this new item. I think it's important that we have things that are more gender specific sometimes.
I'm getting an ad. I can't read the article.
I'll get it.
Okay. At least I can't read it on my device here.
Okay, I got it. So,
all right.
This is from bold.com. There's a new type of pool float, Ivan. It has a big space for women's boobies so they don't get squashed while you lounge.
Yeah, while they're lying on their stomach. Very considerate.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
A company called Bravissimo, aims to rectify the problem, the latter, with a pool float that has a cutout for big boobs to sit comfortably while you lounge.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
It was originally started as an April Fool's Day joke for your girls on April 1st, but people weren't laughing at it, or rather they were, but they were also wishing it was a real thing. The lingerie brand had no choice but to make it so. According to they made it inflatable, and they brought it to life for those who are a little top heavy and enjoy getting a tan and floating around lazily without squashing your boobs. I wonder if there's guys who probably could use this too for their moobs.
For their moobs.
How much does this run? There's a website. Hold on, we're gonna go look.
Oh boy.
Where is it?
They're going around sitting there saying, "Hey, I need to be buoyant. I want my tits to sit right on top."
Yep.
Thank you.
Here, hold on.
It says
lay low with room for your boobs.
Do they have like
it's $35 US.
Is it $35?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for.
Do they have different sizes?
No.
That's a good question, Ivan.
Okay.
On their website, let me click on the website.
I'm on it. I'm trying to look right now. I don't see
training bra.
Yeah, they're a lingerie company, so.
Okay, so yeah, this had to be over 18 shit.
No, it's actually this site. They didn't ask me about anything about over 18.
Or that they don't have different sizes.
They do show. I mean, this girl isn't exactly, well, she's sort of busty, but not really.
All I'm saying is, one size does not fit all.
Well, this is really for bigger. Well, no. Anyway.
Well, here's our next story here. It's from another one from the UK. It's from the Derby Telegraph. Toilet frog invasion leaves the Derbyshire townsfolk scared and baffled. Frogs have been photographed invading homes across a Derbyshire town, confusing and frightening people by emerging through sinks and drains.
Right.
A number of Chesterfield residents have said that they have, on answering the call of nature, found the slimy green creatures scaling the sides of their toilet bowls.
Oh my God. That's so crazy.
The bizarre invasion was reported from 3 separate addresses in the town this morning, from Friday, May 1st. Homeowners claim
this sounds riveting.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm glad I'm not a woman in that situation.
Homeowners claim the frogs have infiltrated their water systems and are now climbing up through their drains. When contacted by Derbyshire Live, Yorkshire Water, which looks after the town's water supply, said the frogs could be breeding in underground water courses around the town. One resident has been using duct tape to block holes in sinks and is now nervous about going to the toilet for fear of what she might find.
Duct tape! Duct tape is the best.
Rub it. Rub it.
She said, "I've always been scared of toilets in case if something comes up and bites me. Now this just proved it's not impossible. Gonna have to go stand and squat now." That's a quote. That's not me.
Oh God.
So yeah, watch out for alligators and monkeys and frogs and nature's taking over. The virus we are the virus. That's the problem.
So
they're rebelling, man. They're rebelling against humanity. They're rebelling. They're mad.
So we talked a little bit about this off air. We weren't really going to talk about this, but there's really not a story here. But it's on the Squares page that I found this and I put it up because it's hysterical. And Mike and I were talking a little bit about this, which is, there are a lot of knockoff toys that come from China or are in China.
Parts in the Far East, yes.
And we've been talking about the last day. We've been talking about the Last Dance on Squares of the Roundtable podcast a lot.
Don't tell me.
They have the action figures from the Slam Dump line.
Okay. How hideous are they?
Well, let's start with the fact that the name of the player is NyQuil Jornan, and he plays for the Chicano Balls. And it's like they morphed a head onto his body, and it's weird, and it says Balls 22.
Yeah.
It's number 22, yeah, not
Number
23.
22, it said 23. And then the figure, I mean, first of all, I don't even know how to, I mean, it's like,
It's
like
so hideous,
he's
it's
got
funny.
the ball, and it's like, it's attached to the one hand, but it's right in front of his pelvis. And then
So
he's
it's
got these really
back.
long white socks with the white shoes.
Yeah, really, almost like a, yeah.
And he looks, by the way,
He's
guy
totem
looks like,
ball.
guy looks nothing like the picture, the really bad picture that they're trying to morph towards.
Yeah, they took Jordan, like, kind of photoshopped his mouth, kind of like to move to the side of his face.
Yeah, it's something weird with his
Looks like a-
head.
Yeah, they kind of
And
like a
then-
click and drag kind of thing.
And then, so they actually have that looks nothing like a Bulls uniform, but it's kind of like a Bulls uniform. And it
Well,
says
it's
balls.
red and white.
It says balls.
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 Chicago balls.
The Chong Congo balls.
Chong Congo or Chicano.
Choncago.
Chong Congo or Chicano.
Yeah, some of
Okay,
those
I don't know.
knockoff toys I'd really like to find. Some of them are really real. The
Yeah,
weirdest
this-
one I have
this
is
I
have a-
This is,
oh, go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah, the strangest toy I have would probably be a robot that transforms into the Titanic.
What?
Oh yeah! Didn't you have one of those?
Yeah, I still have it.
Just said he did.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
wasn't listening again.
No, I'm listening. It's been a long time since I've
Yeah,
seen it.
my heart will go on because I have the Titanic bot. And of course, I'll have you know it does not float.
Does not float? That's great.
Well,
No, it will sink.
Does it sink?
When you put it in
I was
water,
gonna
it
say-
will sink, and Leo DiCaprio will die with it.
oh no!
I'm
Not
gonna
enough
go
for-
off. I'm gonna go off script here for a second, Mike, because
Huh.
we have. If I can tell, we only have one other story. I don't know if you want to handle it or I do, but
What's
I'm
that?
gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to something else because I thought we'd have fun with it.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have caught that our old friend, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, Jay Cutler is getting a divorce.
Oh no!
Oh,
From
Oh,
a super hot supermodel girlfriend?
Yeah, from
Wife?
Yeah. So we do not wish anybody divorce, and that is not what we're angling at. However, let's just say I had a feeling this was going to get interesting. So here's kind of what's kind of out there so far, which is according, and this is kind of out there, which is according to after filing a divorce, Kristen Cavallari wanted Jay to give her $5 million so she could buy a new mansion, and in response, the former Bears quarterback froze all of his bank accounts so she couldn't access the money and told her to get a job.
Wow!
This is all. By the way, Kristen has also called Jay unmotivated and doesn't seem to be interested in doing anything. Insert Bears fan joke here somewhere about it's like you've learned something that we've known for like a decade. But this, did either one of you ever see her what you call show?
Reality show?
The reality show?
No. What's the name of it?
So I think it was on E. I think it was Kristen Cavallari, or I don't know. She was in the process of working on her business, and it's funny because Jay's there, and honestly, Jay's like the best part of the show because Jay is just sitting there, and Jay's being Jay. Jay's like, I don't care, I don't give a shit, doesn't care about anything, doesn't care. I mean, watching the Deer channel, like watching like the Deer. It's just like Jay. The best part is Jay's just being Jay, and it's like she's like trying to sound important, and Jay's like whatever. But yeah, so Kristen and Jay, they do have 3 kids. I hope it goes well, but these are the little things that are already out there.
Wow.
You can take a wild guess some of the comments that are out there from Bears fans and NFL fans for forever, which is Jay not wanting to do anything. No.
I'll never forget that playoff game where he's on the exercise bike.
Yeah.
Jay's lazy? No way. No.
Oh, he can't. He threw a ball spin.
Yeah.
We wish them both all the best, and best luck to their family.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, by the way, let's be clear. Kristen Cavallari's net worth is about $10 million. So it's not like she's totally poor or anything here.
Yeah, she's not like broke,
No.
Right. At the same time, and by the way, let's be also clear about something. If I had to stand behind the Bears' offensive line for that many years and get pummeled to death, after making millions and millions of dollars, I don't think I'd want to do anything either.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's banked somewhere between.
You can still do some public appearances and some interviews and such in the realm, and still get some.
Well, the funny part is
on the broadcasting.
Well, that's the thing. I guess Jay was up for some possibilities for some broadcast jobs, and Jay's like, yeah, I'm not interested. And you know what? More power to him if he doesn't want to do it. You know, I can't fault him for that one. I can't.
No.
You know,
I mean, people gotta do what people need to do, man. I mean,
right. You know, as long as Jay be somebody who I don't even think he'd scream when like the alligator would chomp him or something like that. I don't think that would be.
He'd be in that same boat with that lady who was being calm as she was being dragged to her death.
Yeah, probably. I mean, maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, like I said, I just thought you guys would get a kick out of some of the comments coming out already on this, and it's like, like Jay. Once again, Jay has another incompletion in life, or things like that.
What's going to happen? They're going to start. You know this.
Oh yeah. No,
maybe Jay, he'll have plenty of time to put some unicorn armpit hair on.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, even south of the border.
You know what? Jay probably would do it too. Jay would be the kind of guy who would do that. Like, I'm bored, I'll just do that and like lay around the house.
For the right price, I'll put unicorn paint all over my everything.
Really?
Hey,
you mean Jay? I thought you were talking about you. There's a part where we got the 100th episode of the Squares the Roundtable podcast.
If the price was right, and I picked wouldn't you? If they paid you a price to put unicorn in your armpit, you wouldn't do it.
Oh, my armpits. Yeah, okay.
All right.
I was thinking about.
See, would be it. The thing is, the internet is forever. So.
Yeah. Right.
No. Yeah. Well, our last story, and I think. So this is our last story, and this is a little bit more time sensitive. This is actually happening this week.
Oh, right. What day?
What movie?
The 15th.
Okay, that's Friday. That's the day this drops.
Okay, and in fairness, yeah. So this is going to happen on Friday.
It's happening today.
Yeah. Well, it may have already aired, but I'm imagining it'll re-air because it says it's going to be 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is Cartoon Network. Food Network.
Well, it's Guy
Is,
Fieri, so it's kind of like Cartoon Network.
Well, kind of like that.
But
The Food Network is hosting a competition, a live competition of nacho making, and I'm waiting to hit the punchline because Ivan's gonna die of laughter. So, Ivan? Have you ever seen Drive-In Dives and whatever the hell that show is? The guy
Drive-ins, dives, and diners, or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that, Ivan?
yes.
You've seen that Guy Fieri?
I've seen him.
He's on his way to Flavortown.
So it's Guy Fieri versus Bill Murray.
Okay.
Who can make the best nachos?
Who can make the best nachos live?
Okay, I would have to put my money on Guy.
You'd think so, right? But we know Bill Murray cheats. You know he cheats. I mean, we saw it in Space Jam. Damn guy cheats. So it's the Nacho Average. They're calling it the Nacho Average Showdown. It's a live event for Fieri's Restaurant Employee Relief Fund, which gives financial assistance to employees impacted by the coronavirus shutdown. The fund provides restaurant workers with $500 grants and 100% of the donations going directly to the program, and 8 million restaurant workers are currently unemployed. So someone named Carla Hall will host, and it's going to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Terry Crews. They'll be judges, which already tells me where this is going. This is Bill Murray's totally going to get this. If it's Shaquille O'Neal and Terry Crews, those guys might. Anyway, so Fieri and Murray's sons will also do battle. I don't know if that's like a tag team thing. I don't know.
He's the guy that if he's got 2 other people with him, don't you think?
And it's for a good cause, so.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Tostitos is sponsoring the event.
Okay.
Which makes sense. But yeah, I like I said. So all right, who we got? I was thinking Guy Fieri.
Yeah, I've seen him go into enough drive-ins, dives, and all
but
that.
he just shows up to eat the shit and leave. He's not the one making it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm kind of rethinking this.
Not that he doesn't know how it's put together, but
right. In fairness, I've seen him cook. I mean, he can cook.
Yeah, obviously,
but
he knows a thing or two about food. I mean, look at his hair. I mean, he has to.
Okay,
I don't know. I'd like to see that be done as a unicorn hair thing.
Yes, have Guy Fieri have the unicorn armpit hair.
No, on the top of his head.
There you go.
On the top of his head.
I'm sure it's been photoshopped already.
With the spikes and all that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
But Malton, Leonard Malton's daughter has rainbow hair like that.
That's good to know.
Okay.
Knowledge that we're spreading, passing along to you.
Yes. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
I read it. He does though.
What do you got, Mike? You going with Guy Fieri, or are you going to go with Bill Murray?
I'm going with Bill Murray.
Bill Murray?
Chicago, all the way.
So 2 Bill Murrays and 1 Guy Fieri. Okay.
I just think Bill Murray will cheat.
Of course,
I'm sure he'll get some advice. I'm sure he's going to get some pointers from some other chefs or whatever.
Yeah, for all we know, Bill Murray's got like Bobby Flay waiting in the wings.
And if Shaq and Terry are the judges, I mean, they're not food connoisseurs.
Yeah, really.
They know what tastes. They know what they like, and they know what tastes good. So if he can, I'm sure Bill's going to come up with something that's going to appease to them.
And keep in mind, he owns that Caddyshack restaurant with his brother here in
I've eaten
Chicago.
there. Yeah, the one by
I haven't been
Rosemont.
there yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Been there yet.
Oh yeah, I've been there. It's good.
Hey, I do have a late story that I found.
Oh, late breaking news.
Late breaking news. Scientists have discovered a real-life Kermit the Frog living in Costa Rica.
Is he coming out of a toilet?
No. Apparently, they found a real-life Kermit the Frog. A near-identical twin is discovered deep in the jungles of Costa Rica. New species are discovered every day, sometimes in the most unexpected places. Scientists have been working in the Tamalaka Mountains for over a century, but it wasn't until this year that the tiny semi-translucent frog resembling real-life Kermit the Frog hopped under the radar.
Wow.
Can it play the banjo?
I don't think so, but he does kind of look like Kermit the
Rainbow
Frog.
Connection?
No, I don't think he can do that either. The species known as, oh boy, I'm going to pronounce this, but oh, nope, not going to do it. Made its first appearance in the world in the February issue of the Taxonomy Journal of Zootax. Who has this is a fake thing.
All those fancy science words.
All these fancy, they're not even science words.
There's a made-up word. That's what I get from Drax.
That's a made-up name.
So glass frogs are characterized by their lack of skin pigmentation. There are 149 known glass frog species, 14 of which can be found in Costa Rica.
Wow.
So apparently there's a frog that now looks like Kermit the Frog but doesn't sing.
Yeah, Kermit just had his 65th birthday, actually.
Here's the thing. I would think that, if you here's how we work it. Ready? We get one of these frogs, and we find someone who does the rainbow underarm thing, and then we just play the song. It'll be fine.
The rainbow armpit hair connection.
Yes.
I think we just got ourselves a title for this week's episode of News of the Squared.
Yeah, I think we're good.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
that's all I got. I figured I'd throw that one.
Hey guys, I was going to pose a question to you. I mean, you've been talking about Kermit for a second. When was the first time you ever laid eyes on Kermit the Frog in your life?
Probably on Sesame Street, where he's wearing the trench coat for Sesame Street News.
Okay. Okay. Jeff?
Now that I'm thinking about this, it's like on Sesame Street News, where he's wearing the trench coat. Frog wearing a trench coat. That sounds creepy. Yeah,
because he's a Newsers reporter. Obviously, you got to wear a trench coat.
He sounds like a flasher.
It's entertaining.
Well, Kermit does normally wear clothes, so it's a little awkward. Anyway,
first time I saw Kermit was on a show where he did "It's Not Easy Being Green." I bought a book many years later on his sayings and his life and such. Jim Henson's life. I mean, he had a book called "It's Not Easy Being Green." I bought it. A lot of really great sage in there.
Can you do Kermit the Frog voice, Mike, or no? Do you have that one or no?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a story for another day about how I almost got a job at a radio station for singing the Rainbow Connection as Kermit the Frog.
Did you really? Wow, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
I've got a man who's sticking his hands up my ass.
That's right. Jim Henson has his hand in my ass.
Yeah.
Piggy. We're on Instagram and Twitter at SOTRT Podcast. We're on YouTube. Click the bell, subscribe, and you'll get content. Of course, all these crazy stories from News of the Squared can be on our Facebook page. Shout out to Sky! Of course, Ivan can be found on Twitch where he does his DJ thing. That's JAVANIVAN at twitch.tv or download the Twitch app. And speaking of apps, there's lots of downloading of the podcastings. You can find us out there. Google, Spotify, Apple, Podbean, Anchor. We're out there too. Send us an email if you like. sotrtpodcast@gmail.com.
All right,
So for
folks.
Jeff and Ivan, this is Kermit the Frog saying, we'll see you next week. And don't forget, check your toilet or a frog might jump into your ass.
Bravo.
The Rainbow Underarm Connection. The lovers, the frogs in the frog up your ass.
It. The Rainbow Armpit Hair Underarm Connection.
Yeah. The lovers, the dreamers, and the frog up my ass. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I'm out of my
That
mind.
seems like a place to end. Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for playing.
Good night, folks.
Have some nachos.